I struggled with consistency so many years in my life. I used to be extremely overweight and I would always try to lose weight. And what I would find is that every time I would go and try and lose that weight, it would be time after time that I would go out, do this big run, take this big action, and then I would never do it the next day. And that big action on that one day never really mattered. It never really mattered because I wasn't consistent. I didn't make a commitment to myself to just keep going no matter what happened. And if you're having consistency problems, here are some things that helped me stay consistent and find success in my life. The first thing is just waking up and deciding that you're going to change your life. I realized one day, and I remember this when I was doing, all the trying to do the weight loss and everything. I was driving one day in my car and I'm like, I don't want to live like this anymore. You know what I mean? And I had this moment, like I remember exactly where I was and exactly what I was looking at. I was driving by like the country club. I was looking at the country club and I don't know why it's the country club, but I'm like, I don't want to be fat my whole life and die of a heart attack at 40. Like that would suck. If I stay on the same path that I'm on today, I could theoretically die from a heart attack at 40. And I have a loving girlfriend. I have an amazing family. And maybe one day I want to have kids. And, I say that I want to have kids, but if I did one day, I don't want to die young. And even of all those things, I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. I want to live my life fully. I want to have a great life. And that was the moment where I, number one, decided this is where I turn my life around. This is the wall. This is the rock bottom point that I'm going to be running from for the rest of my life. I didn't want to be fat. I didn't want to be overweight. I was sick of feeling judged. I was sick of feeling, rejected because of my weight. I was sick of it. And on top of that, I found my why. My why is that I don't want to die. I want to be healthy. You know what I mean? And that kept me waking up every single day, just remembering that wall. Your back is up against, like when I say a wall, it's like your back is up against the wall, and it's like, where do you go from here? You can't go any further back. You have to move forward. And that forced me to be consistent, and it wasn't easy. And it's still not easy every single day because when you make a commitment for consistency, you have to do it every day, even after you are like seeing success and you're seeing progress, So many people don't see progress in the first couple of weeks of trying something new and they give up because they feel like that they're not getting something out of their actions. And what they don't realize is that actions compound. And I never realized that until I started running every single day. And I started to see in the first day, I lost no weight. In the first week, I lost no weight. First month, I lost 1 pound, right? 2 pounds. But then I started to realize I felt better every day because I was winning by just getting out there. And that was so important. It was so important because I knew that I'm going to keep that promise to myself. And one day, I don't care how long it's going to take, this is going to change my life. And lo and behold, it did. So if you're having consistency problems, number one, have that day. Just have that day today. Have that day today of like, I want to turn it around. And find that why that you're truly scared of. Like I was truly scared of dying. And I think we all are, but what are you truly scared of? And I don't need to give you examples, but what are you truly scared of? And do you want to run from that or do you want to face that? You know what I mean? Like, and people say like, face your fears and stuff. And I'm trying to explain like, run from that. Run as far away from that as you possibly can. Use that as your motivation to run. And you don't have to physically be running. I just mean chase those goals. Chase those dreams. Find that why. Find that motivation and go do it. So there was that. The next thing is just dropping everything and just doing it now. So many people get so caught up in trying to make things perfect, trying to have a perfect timing to do something. Maybe not this year, maybe 2026 is my year, maybe 2027 is my year, maybe next month, maybe next week I'll start. There's never a perfect time to start. There never will be, and there will always be obstacles in your way. There will always be something that's telling you not to do it. And what you need to understand about that is that the perfect time is now. Right now. When I got good at just having an idea and just dropping everything and getting to it, that's when I started to change everything. Because not only when it came to running, but when it came to business and making YouTube videos and all these things, I was able to apply the same principles. If I knew that I needed to do something and it was very important, I would just push everything out of the way and just do it. Didn't matter what was going on. The perfect time is right now. And I literally mean this second. Turn this video off and go do it. You know, like that's the urgency that you need to have to go and hit your dreams or reach your goals, however you say it. You need to have that kind of urgency. Because I saw something one time how like, you know, the thought to action graph is like extremely bad when the time, so like, I don't even know how to put it. Like, you know, the more time that goes, the less and less motivation that you're going to have to do something. You know, you're going to think about it. The motivation to do it is the highest the second you think about it. And then from that point, an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by, 4 hours go by, and you just forget. And then it doesn't feel like as, you know, bad. You know, don't care so much anymore. And then you have that moment again where you're like, damn, I didn't do it again. And you get mad at yourself. Don't do that to yourself, bro. Don't. Go out there and just drop everything and do it now. Turn this video off and do it now. So urgency, super, super important. The last thing that I really want to push today is giving yourself the small wins. Like, take this YouTube channel, for example. It hasn't been very long that I've been doing this, but I'm applying the same principles to this YouTube channel that I'm applying to everything else in my life. My weight loss, my business success, all of those things. Showing up every day is the most important thing. And I feel better every single day knowing that I took action moving towards my goals. I don't care what is the outcome every single day. I don't care if the outcome is good. I don't care if the outcome is bad. I do not care. What I care about is that I showed up today. That's what I care about. And that's what you should care about. You should give yourself that win. Don't hold yourself back from your own happiness, bro. Don't, please. You're just going to hurt your own feelings. Give yourself the win. Show up today and be happy. Show up tomorrow and be happy. Show up next week and be happy. Show up next year and be happy. Show up in 5 years, 10 years, and be happy that you showed up, bro. Because life isn't fair. Life really is not fair. And the moment that you feel like that you need fairness, you know, or you need a win every day, you're gonna hurt yourself, bro. You're gonna hurt yourself. And you don't want to destroy your success. You know, I know you want to be good. I know you want to be happy. I know you want to be fit and rich and all those things. I know you want your goals and your dreams to all come true. You know, I know you want that. So take this video and try and use it as a resource to do that. Take it from somebody who's lost the weight. Take it from somebody who's made the money. And take it from somebody who likes to build those things. I enjoy the chase, and you should too. I think that's the last piece that I want to talk about today before I turn the camera off. Enjoy the chase. Enjoy it. I start new things knowing that I'm going to go all in on them because I enjoy the journey. You know, I enjoy being able to know that there's something coming in the future for me. Like, that's what keeps me alive every single day. Other than my amazing girlfriend, my amazing family, all the people around me, my amazing life, right? But shit ain't easy, bro. It's not. And the moment that you take a step back and realize that, and you just enjoy the chase, you enjoy the journey, you enjoy the wins and the losses, it's good. And it took me until, you know, seeing the other side of the progress to actually realize that. You know, when I was 100 pounds overweight, running in the hot summer, dripping sweat, feeling like I'm going to throw up, feeling like I'm going to fall over, listening to specific songs, like, it hurt so bad in the moment. But when I got to the other side and I had lost the weight, like, sometimes I miss those moments. You know, sometimes I miss those moments knowing like I have something coming. And yes, it's nice to be fit and it's nice to, be able to run 10, 15 miles and like not feel it. But there's a certain kind of magic inside of the journey. And you're not going to see it until you get to the other side, but take my word for it, bro. There's a magic inside of the journey. And if you want to have a purposeful life, set the goal and just go for it. Just go for it. Be consistent. So if you're having consistency problems, here's your video.